What's happening, guys? So, as we head into the 5th preliminary game tonight, which will be Luigi's engine room, I have been able to get the remaining block items, so we stand to see some potentially exciting things for the rest of the season. So here we have the plus block. If that appears, you get as many coins as the number you roll. Minus block, you lose that many instead. Speed block, you can only spin 8 through 10. And slow block, you can only spin 1 through 3. $80 stars, we're not that far from the end here. So let's have at this. Preliminary game 5. So it's Luigi's engine room this time, along with Wario, Peach, each of whom have one more heat to come after this. And in his final heat, as well as Luigi's, Donkey Kong. So whatever those two score now is the score that they've got heading into the last chance round. Pipes upon pipes upon pipes. Be kind of funny if Pipe Maze is a common game this time. Fake inventor indeed. So turn order this time will be Donkey Kong, Luigi, Wario, and Peach. The stars do move on this board. And the trick is the red and blue gates, which alter every turn. All right, here we go. I'll tell you this, unless it's Wario, whoever wins the first minigame has a very good chance at getting an early star, and as I was talking about it, the first game is Pipe Maze. And funny twist of irony, Wario controls the chest. Nobody this season has missed their drop. Tonight's no exception.
Finish.
Well, nobody's got enough coins to pick up that first star yet. Which is bad news because the right gate is open for it. It's gonna take some... Oh. Well, that's one way to buy yourself time. Perfect roll for Luigi. Now he's still got to win a minigame. Wario's gonna overshoot it. Or just go the other way. Same with Peach. The doors are no longer quite as consequential. But I'll tell you this, the results of this minigame most certainly are. Bobsled Run. Record currently held by Mario and Wario at 64.56 seconds. Wario's got a choice to make. He can either work to defend that record, or he can throw it in the interest of costing Luigi a star. It looks like, at least in the early goings, he's opted for defense. They're in the red sled, and they are ahead, which tells me that they're working as a unit at this moment. Help your enemy to help yourself later, I suppose. Oh, look at that. They've missed one of the boosts. That's going to allow DK and Peach in the blue sled to take over. And red slides back. They catch the final boost. Oh, into the wall. Blue slides ahead. And they're not going to cede the lead. Too bad for Luigi. He needed that one. DK could get the star with a big roll. And that is not nearly big enough. He's opted the long route to buy more time. Luigi, obviously, with that loss, cannot get the star. He will, however, go utterly broke to Bowser. Maybe we'll see later on what Bowser's price is. Shame. A good shroom might have given Luigi some help. Plus block for Peach, the first one of the season. Pretty good hit too, at 7. Oh, that's too bad. Better than nothing, but what a waste.
Ready, go!
Here we go in that by now familiar race through the lava. Careful not to touch the thwomps, it'll cost you progress and favor at the end. Who's it gonna be?
Go!
It's Peach. Worthy of note that nobody has gone into the lava this season. So if you have 20 coins when you pass by one of those, you can change the gates early. Look at that. A 20 coin bonus for finding the hidden block. Pretty good place for Peach, and she's got a lot of coins. Certainly more than can be stopped. We'll leave everybody to their swimming for a minute. Or they're getting eaten, whatever it is that they're doing up there. Well, they obviously don't need all that long to breathe. Maybe it's just me, but it seems like these guys are taking longer and longer every time to get this money up. This could be a first for the series. They might lose this chest. No, they got it. Oh, hey, JB, what's going on? So far, nothing major. The plus, minus, speed, and slow blocks are now in play, but the plus block has only showed up once so far. I mean, I don't think you were going to get a steal that was going to stop Peach from getting that star. Only a 1 would stop her here, and she doesn't get it. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I don't know what to make of that decision. Yeah, that one took me by surprise there. Well, as a result of that move, Peach is on the tightrope. If she wins, I hope it's worth it. Looks like the team as a collective is having a little trouble getting their cannons together. And Wario gets her at the last stretch. To think that all could have been avoided if Peach had gone for the star. So, we're still starless here. And... oh, hard minus hit for DK. But more than made up for with the pass. And DK now in the same position that Peach was just a moment ago. Will he make a different decision on the next turn? Maximum plus for Wario. And doubled bonus. A 1 would be all the rotten luck for DK. Peach had a nice opportunity to screw both DK and Wario out of the star. Another decision that I'm not entirely sure I would have made.
Ready? Go!
Luigi's got the bulb. All but one time, the entire team has survived to the end. Just see the lighting. The one time that didn't happen, everybody got swallowed up. Last of which was Wario, or somebody anyway, holding the bulb. They say possession is 9/10 of the law. Does that apply in a Ghost game? Into the socket, and the boost can suck it.
Finish.
I mean, I should hope not, but... see where we are here. Only 7 turns in, and look at all the money on the board. DK making the much more traditional decision, and he instead will draw first blood. Again, the star moves this board. Well, Peach and Luigi are going to have to make another turn around the horn. Well, how about this? Bowser's got his own mint. In all reality, that's about the least useless thing that Bowser has put out. I realize that you're still going under by 19 coins every time you pass him, but at the same time, it's like... it actually does something for you. And let me tell you this, in this game, 1 coin could certainly make a difference. Well, I say only 19 because... first of all, we've had a couple prizes that have cost people the full 20 coins, and one that cost 30 coins on Yoshi's Tropical Island. It was slow block for Wario. Yes, and Luigi hitting his second poison shroom of the game. Well, never mind the fact that Peach could have gotten that star at a much lower price than she did, but hey. Hey, who's for some music?
Start!
Sure seems that way, doesn't it?
Finish!
This isn't the first time that DK's been violinist and won. You know what they say? Turnabout is fair play. DK's back on top, but he and Peach are both now substantially poorer for the trouble. And because of all that money spent, Wario takes the lead with this star. This time we want to take it north, it looks like. There are scenarios, or more likely timings, speed block, that you would want to switch the doors. We've seen a couple of those already in the early stages of this game. It amazes me that after all the times this little chunk of earth has fallen under fire, that it still exists. Resilient little thing. Uh-oh. DK living largely on the edge here. But he and Luigi hang on. Great to see Luigi back on his feet. Too bad for Peach, that north door needed to be opened. Off we go. DK starting with the ball. Wario making the quick steal. The pass to Luigi, and in it goes.
Finish!
Nowadays, I'm pretty sure there's not a sport in existence that Mario and company haven't played. That's an exaggeration. Surely there are many. DK's gonna get to go north. Unfortunately for him, getting a low enough roll is gonna be kind of hard. The amount of spaces in between those two doors makes it very, very tough. With that steal, Wario now holds both stars in play. Well, this time being the solo could lead to some big profit for Peach.
Star!
30+ performances on top of that flower have been very common. Only 6 coins were lost to the water. Another big score for Peach. Oh, somebody gets an opportunity, and it's going to be Peach. However, she's still got to roll low. In order to make it through both blue doors, you got to get a big roll from before the first. Peach needs a 1. Well, unfortunate. Came a little too late. But, good break for her. 20 coin bonus. Second time in the game we've seen this. DK was the first a few turns ago. We're still staying away from the 4-player games for the time being.
Star.
Peach and Wario versus Luigi and DK this time. Just barely past the thwomp. Would have been an awfully sad day for Wario and Peach to be that far ahead and then lose. Didn't happen, however. Another hidden block. And a double-digit steal for DK. That's not what you want to see when you get a plus block. Like I said, that is a tough star. You got to get a big roll before the first door, or you got to get a good shroom off of the shroom space. Back to 4-player at last. And it'll be a race across the checkered platforms. Kind of confusing, the design here, don't you think? I mean, the checkered flag generally signifies the finish. You'd think you'd save that design for the final platform. Speaking of final platform, Peach is the one to land first. And she grabbed a sack to boot. I'm sure Peach enjoyed that greatly. Just an observance. DK chooses to go down and buy himself more time. I know, Chibi. I know.
Star.
It can be done, folks. We saw it last game. This time, however, not to be. 1 away. Seems Luigi wants to put his hand in the cookie jar. Puts him in good contention for first. A warp block off the mushroom. And what an opportunity for Luigi! Speaking of opportunities, potential payday for Wario. Consolation, I suppose, for being robbed of the star by the warp block. Tough setup. Impatience breaks combos. I thought we were going to see our first sub-30 performance on this game. But nope, right on. And that's going to run him far away from Luigi. Some more big money to be had on this one. If they can get it together enough to make some proper casts. There's a chest for Wario. And DK is going to get one of his own. And a sack for DK. Another chest for Wario. Just barely on the pinky of that glove. And a sack, too. If Wario can get that back in time, he'll have the record for this game. And he does.
Finish.
Poor Luigi got nothing. Wario and DK, on the other hand, some very fine angling. Now, how depressing is this, folks? All Luigi needed was one solitary coin. He needs a low roll, and he's not gonna get it with that. Oh, that's depressing. That was not the time to get a speed block. And to make matters that much worse, yeah, that was sad. Luigi needed one coin to capitalize on that opportunity. Remember, under Bowser rules, nobody can claim the sacks lost. Good news for Luigi is it'll be hard for him to lose the last four because at less than 5, they disappear only in single coin increments. So he lost 16. Which is going to make getting that star even harder unless he can stay in the loop. Things have just gone from bad to worse for poor Luigi. Poor Wario stopping just short there. And Peach is going to do the same. Might be a good idea for her to change the door, but she's not going to do that. Another questionable decision from her in terms of strategy here tonight. Well, folks, remember what I said at the top of the show here? Pipes everywhere, and that pipe maze could be a common game. Well, this is number 2, and we're not even halfway out. Yeah, that would have been kind of sad. Would be a short game, though. Because I promise you, getting 3 bashes can be done in 30 seconds. Well, thankfully, from an item purchase standpoint, we don't need that many coins. We've got all the items. And in case anyone's lost track, it was DK who scored first blood. Luigi might still have half a chance here. If he can win the next minigame and get himself a big roll. That minus block has not been kind to the players. If he wants the star, Luigi is in a must-win situation. And here we go. There's the sign. Wario looks to be in the best shape for it. And he turned away from it. It's visible. It amazes me that everybody's not swarming right on it. DK's headed for it. Gonna have to get through the rock in order to... I'm kind of at a loss here. It's been visible for several seconds now. Folks, you're not seeing things. This is really happening. 10 seconds left. You tell me everybody's gonna lose this? Luigi went far too late at it. Oh my God. That... unbelievable. And it was visible. It was fucking visible. How do you justify what we've just seen here, folks? Oy. Well, another big roll. And again, terribly timed. Another wasted opportunity. Well, if Luigi wins this, he'll have enough coins, but the problem is the dice are going to have to cooperate with him one more time. He got Bowser out of the way quickly, so the rest of this should be cake. A little bit of a roundabout way, but he did it.
Finish. Yahoo!
I don't think we've seen the minus block show up yet and have it be less than 5 or, yeah, 5 or fewer coins lost. This is one hell of a game of musical stars we're playing here. Basically of the have and have not variety. 2 have, 2 haven't. That might actually be decent news for Luigi. Because if he rolls big again, he'll get through the door. Before he worries about that, he's got to concern himself with getting this key into the vault. Oh, move! Good save from just outside the lock.
Finish.
I thought for sure that was gonna be it. Luigi would still have had the coins to try and cash in on this opportunity. But he's got to roll high. Like 6 or higher if I count correctly. How... Terrible break for DK. Getting bumped off of it. Plus block for Luigi. That's the only good news he's got. The bad news is no roll is going to save him unless somebody swaps the doors. Wario's going to give him no such charity. Luigi had 2 opportunities that he really should have been able to cash in on. And he failed them both. Peach finally enters the game. And by the game, I mean the game of musical stars. Incidentally, she's in first. We have a potential for this to be a very low-starring game. We're going to get the 3 stars that the bonuses grant, but other than that...
Finish.
I think we finished in record time here. And poor Wario. Very rare to lose at this game, but only 69 points. Fortunately, the loss doesn't mean that he loses anything. I think at this point, every combination of 2 players has had a star. Yeah, Luigi's leaving this loop one way or the other. Crying shame, that. But hey, if he floods all his money into the Boo Fund, Will be handsomely rewarded with a temporary monopoly. I'm left to wonder if a manual turning of the doors might be what we need here. Before anybody says anything, going the long way would not have allowed Peach to get up there. She would still have overshot.
Chance time.
It's only the first chance time of the game. Well, you ain't getting much. Back to the skateboard.
Ready? Go!
I can tell you from personal experience that double ollie trick is tough. Getting that timing perfect so you don't bump either thwomp, not an easy thing. And this time it'll be
Go!
Donkey Kong. Luigi would basically need a 9 or a 10 in order to get back to the star.
Start!
Wario's getting absolutely ransacked.
Finish!
Well, Luigi was doing quite well, but he was doing much better before the last couple seconds. He and DK come out ahead of this one. Might be good news for Luigi. Gives him a little more breathing room. Not that much was needed, I guess. Just enough for Wario to jump into the pipe. We saw this done last time too, guys. But not that dominantly, quickly, and cleanly. That was perfect.
Start.
Oh, Peach almost runs herself right off at the start. Didn't take long for this to become a head-to-head battle. The younger Mario brother up against the princess of the kingdom. At this point, it's a game of outwit as opposed to brute force. Because brute force on brute force is just going to cancel each other out. One wrong move across the ledge and you're gone.
Finish.
As Luigi has just found out. So Peach has gone from nearly rolling herself right off in the first second to winning this thing. Suppose the power of the stars can't do everything, can it? Not high enough for DK. Luigi's banking on rolling a 1 next turn. And here we go again. The stars are once again separated. This isn't going to be a high-scoring heat. And that is fantastic news for the Mario brothers, who are currently in the top 2 slots. Luigi's leading with 29 points after winning 2 out of his 3 heats. Mario, who's won 1 heat, is in second with 23. Peach has won a heat, but she's in 5th. What's funny is the distance between first and second is 6 points. As is the distance between second and third. Third currently held by Donkey Kong. And then the distance between third and 6th is also 6 points. Which means there's actually...
Finish.
It actually seems pretty well geared for the Mario brothers to be safely into the finals. Unless something really drastic happens here. The last chance board, which is Minigame Stadium, is going to wind up being DK, Yoshi, Peach, and Wario. Unless some high scores happen. So far, I'm not that optimistic. Alright, under Bowser rules you need at least 90 points or you lose 30 coins. So far we have not seen what happens if everybody wins under this rule set. And we still won't. Interesting that Luigi chose a red over a chance time. Oh, it's not the first interesting decision we've seen tonight. Record for Handcar Havoc being held at 36.06 seconds by DK and Luigi, who are defending together. It is possible to fall off this track if you're not careful, folks. We've yet to see that this series. Who's it going to be? Final stretch. DK and Luigi win it, but at a slower time than they previously set. Oy, the Bowser hits just keep on coming. Oh, poor Luigi. Hey Chibi, if you're still out there, you remember the hashtags we applied to the very first heat as it pertained to Luigi? Yeah, that was one of them. They got him. With about 3 seconds to spare, Luigi has lost it all. But we remember what happened all this time that Luigi just couldn't catch a break. What happened at the end? Another monstrous minus hit. Would certainly have been in Wario's best interest to switch the doors. Yes, he did. He won that first heat with 10 points, and now he's leading the tournament. And with the star counts sitting as they are right now, that does not look like it's changing. Yeah, Luigi could certainly earn some of that money back. It looks to me like the coin shower flower has the coins drop all at the same rate. So 32 for Luigi, 6 lost to the water, 2 that were not grabbed. Yeah, it looks like 40's the max if you can pull that one off. The plus hits have been absolutely mediocre compared to the minuses. Gee, let me guess what's about to happen here. Where are we here? Let me check the turn count. We're almost halfway through, and there are only 2 stars, guys. Looks like it's going to come down to the bonus stars. Peach needs a 1. Doesn't get it, of course. Geez, everybody's avoiding chance time like the plague here. Are they afraid of screwing themselves over? Because nothing's particularly insurmountable at the moment. Predictions coming true with every time this game comes up. 3rd time for Pipe Maze. Obviously, we're at the point where every minigame is going to be a repeat from a previous heat at the very most.
Finish.
And another correct drop by the player holding the chest. Why pay for it when you're about to switch them? Since DK already moved, that's going to give him a chance at the star. Paranoia flags. Luigi fell for it. And now he's gonna float for it. And again with DK. You can tell Wario and Peach are both definitely slowing down. And wrong eyes for Peach. Oh. Actually, no, that's not rotten news for DK at all. Because even though he's stuck for a couple turns, he is going to be right in front of an open door when he can move again. Unless, of course, somebody makes a manual switch or lands on a door switching happening. Track 2. 32.16 seconds, held by Yoshi, who is not playing this heat. Oh, an early spin out for Wario. DK's a little more careful around that tight curve. As is Peach. Luigi's got the lead heading into the final lap, but spins out. Look at that. 0.06 of a second will give the record to Wario. Another big minus hit for Luigi. That block has been truly unkind. Looks like Wario has opted against the Star Steal. I wonder if the players have started to get tired of spending money just to pass stars around. And now the door will be open for DK.
Ready? Go!
Peach is the one to run the bulb this game. And she nearly runs headlong into the first boo. Yeah, that star has not been bought. And it's been up there for at least 15 turns now, maybe more. In fact, I'm actually leaning more toward like 20 or so. Oh, Wario real close to getting taken out. DK with the bulb, but he's possessed. It's over.
Miss!
Wario held on, but he does not have the bulb. So that being said, that's it. But it doesn't matter to DK, because guess what? Finally, the star has been bought. My God, how many turns did that take? Did anybody out there keep track? Oh yeah, of course Bowser's not going to let the roulette sit there.
Start!
3 people are losing money.
Finish!
Well, I have too, but I'm not gonna spoil it for the effect of the show. So it's another door trick. First, you're going to have to go west with the first red doors open. Then you're going to have to land in between and wait for the blue door. If Wario runs for it... No, even if he does run for it, he's not getting there. A light minus hit. Huh. I guess it can happen. The overall money has fallen too. The only one who's not like in real financial struggle right now is Wario.
Star.
I believe we've seen these teams earlier this game, for this mini game too. I know we saw them in Bobsled Run.
Go.
That was close. Good minus hit.
Chance time.
This has been downright rare this heat. By the way, for those curious, I believe the previous heat, the Battle Canyon, had chance time happen 25 times. Some of them were several in a turn. Sure was. 20th pass. Starting to see some economy again. We're almost 3/5 of the way through this game. Yeah, that's not where you want to be now. Mesmerizing, ain't it?
Finish.
Wonder how many different late game subroutines they have for motion. Two minuses straight. Luigi's actually sitting pretty to get that star. Needs 5 or higher, and that blue door is about to open. Is Peach gonna make a power move? Yes, she is! Now Luigi's gonna have to roll low or he's gonna get shafted out. More importantly, Peach could get in.
Start.
Boy, wouldn't I love to have a chest that just levitates in midair like that. That was a long one.
Finish.
Unfortunately for Luigi, he's just too skinny to win a battle of that kind with Wario. I mean, that's true too. Up, DK escapes. All pipes lead to the home stretch. Just one too high. Now those Eagle coins are worth $1, right? And yet people are spending them as $1. Worth that much? That's such a sad waste. You know, I understand that babies like the contents of the chest, too. If you know what I'm saying. I mean, not that DK can lose coins in this position, but he's got nothing to lose and everything to gain here. Could we see a strike? No. We won't. Whoops. Well, anyway, Peach is now in the better position to get the star. Yeah, he hit one blank pin. Wonder if these guys are deliberately programmed to play poorly in the beginning and then play with intelligence later. Poor Luigi. He could have used that slow block last turn. No matter where he landed with it, he would have been right in line for the star. Even with Peach's screw. She's in the same spot, but cannot roll it. She's gonna need a 1 or a 2. Not necessarily. It might be that they're programmed not to use certain strategies until a certain turn number. Which could very well be 25 or 30, from what I'm watching here. Although, I could make a case on Dr. Mario 64 that the AI can indeed learn. Because as my dad has played that over the years with his real N64, like, I've been down there watching him, and it seems like the AI just keeps progressively getting better and better every time he plays. Like, it learns things. I can make a case that it really does. Well, here's one we haven't seen in some time here. Eyes on the prize, kids. Eyes on the prize. Y'all still see it?
Start.
I don't think that's it. Nope, that's the one.
Miss. Oh.
Too bad. Now both Mario Brothers have that loss on their record. That's one way out. Too high. I guess this board is 3-star difficulty for a reason. So much jumping. Interesting that we haven't seen Box Mountain Mayhem this heat until now. But this game actually started 2 previous heats.
Finish.
That was quick. Wait, what do you say about Bob-ombs? I'm kind of curious why DK did that, because now those doors are going to close on him. Huh. Interesting. They need low rolls in order to... Yeah, you know what? Come to think about it, we haven't seen that, have we? I don't know why that hasn't come up.
Start.
We haven't seen Hot Rope Jump very much either, have we? I know we've seen Hot Rope Jump at least once, though. Well, now I'm going to have to watch, because I'm actually genuinely not sure if Hot Bob-omb has even shown up on the 4-player roulette yet. It took them nearly the full minute and a half to get all the chests out of the water last time. See if it'll be that way again. Nope. Substantially faster this time. Oh, did it? I didn't even notice, to be honest. Yeah, you're never rolling low with that block. Luigi needs exactly a 1, or he's gonna have to take another lap. Very low scoring heat. I guess they weren't that tired of it.
Start.
Funny, I could have sworn I just mentioned this. Yeah, exactly. They failed around here last time, but not this time. We've only seen this game once. I wonder if now that we've mentioned it, the rarities have happened. There's one bump against Wario, and paid right back. It's a cycle out of Wario's favor. Heading into the final stretch of the river. And it's even. It is a draw. Of course, as we know, the later we are on a board, the bigger the steals get. Not a bad spot for DK to be in right now. But, while we're on the subject of bad spots... whose chances are doubled? Oh. Ow. Look at this, though. The coin race is tight. We got a tie for second, and first place is only 6 coins ahead. Wario overshoots. Peach is going to overshoot. Unless she opens the doors right now. Interesting that she only opened the doors the one time to try and screw Luigi. It succeeded, but she would have guaranteed herself a shot at the star by opening that up. Hammer time. The other two are sacks.
Finish.
Just goes to show you folks, the hammer's no guarantee. It's up to DK. And he's in. With a 50-50 chance at getting into the star.
Chance time.
Sucks to be the one playing chance time. And then losing coins. But he's got more than enough. He just needs one good roll. Nope, no warp block to save anyone this time. Back onto the second track of Slot Car Derby, where earlier this heat, Wario took his record back 32.1 seconds. DK leads heading into the final lap. And more inter-track carelessness. Who's it going to be? Peach. And the record is broken again. 7/100ths. At this rate, the next record break will be under 32 seconds on the next play. Ah. That's too bad. Just some unlucky roll. Even a 1's not going to help him because it'll just flip the doors right back. Luigi can't seem to get out of that northwest loop. That's interesting. It's almost across. Look at you.
Finish.
As expected, she got it. Number 4.
Start.
Oy, we're about to head into the last 10, and stars have just been utterly elusive. Yeah, somehow I don't think that plus block is going to amount to much. Well, maybe. Actually, that hardly changed anything, to be honest. Coin counts were pretty close anyway. You gonna go to bed, Chibi?
Start.
Peach with a good first hit of the hammer. A good second one, too. Alright, good night, Chibi. Peach has the last sack all to herself.
Finish.
Peach did very well here, and that's going to break the three-way tie caused by the revolution. Well, it's about damn time. I made the mistake of looking at my Facebook during a stream. That had nothing to do with the show. My bad, guys. A friend of mine just had a baby. Down goes one. Down goes two. Down goes three. Sometimes it's just a quick finish. And they gave Wario the easy tower. Still takes him 8 seconds, just like it usually does. Peach's turn.
Start.
Luigi came very close to losing the P. And Peach able to take almost a direct straight path.
Finish.
Money. Money. Luigi's finally gonna break free. Smart move by Wario. Three or higher gets him inside. But he'll need a 3 through 7. Anything a speed block would offer, which is 8 through 10, is just going to overshoot the star. Send you through the wrong door. Where will you be then? A united cast. Luigi with the first chest grab, just barely on the pinky of the hand. Remember, long casts take longer to reel in.
Finish.
Everybody got something, but from what I can tell, nothing too stellar. Yeah. Well, that severely complicates both players' opportunities, really. Because now DK doesn't get to move from close to the doors, and Wario is right in front of a closed one. But he rolled a 7, which would have flipped the doors and been bad news for him. Can't exercise Star Steel Revenge on somebody who doesn't have a star. But he'll take it any means he can. The 30th pass. Big money. We're not going to get to the 40th, though.
Start. Finish.
Well, DK got just the low roll he needed to have a chance. Well, I'll tell you this, Boo has made one hell of a rich living off of this board. I've completely lost count of how many star steals have been done. Take however many of those are, multiply that by 50, and that's how much Boo has made in a day here. Well, by screwing DK, there's a pretty good chance Wario just screwed himself too. This might benefit Peach, how far back she is from that door. For those of you who aren't math people, DK is worth 35 coins right now. That's a sexually provocative looking position, don't you think? Regardless, Peach got him. We're near the end here. Luigi's in a good place. Wario overshoots. That steam seems to interfere with our graphic signal. Unless Peach switches the door, which she doesn't. She's overshooting. Luigi is essentially our last hope of getting that star purchased. It's been a long time since one has been. Hey, look at that. Luigi's actually playing this time. Oh, even performances between Luigi and Peach. Make some bigger coin separation from Wario. This is it. Luigi is the only hope. Well, he's partway there so far, and he decides against. So where he would have landed, he would need a 3 or higher to get the star. I'm definitely keeping track of this because I would love to know if Luigi could have done it. Nobody's buying stars at this point, guys. Incidentally, I think Peach has the coin star at 133. I guess there's just enough of an invincibility frame that you can't quickly reclaim your chest while it's still floating. That might have been a speed record. Good on Luigi. What are we down to? 3? It's going to come down to the bonus stars and the few steals that are left. 50 coins? My God, bank accounts are going to be hurting after this. DK knows what he must do, and he does it just as quickly as any other time we've seen this game.
Finish.
That is 150 coins down the drain. Pretty sure they've all got it. Yeah. That is a lot of money to lose. Wario and his team needed to win that tug of war in order for Wario to make his star steal. Instead, the money economy might be about to even back out, depending on how things go the next couple turns. Now, DK quite embarrassingly missed the final curve on this same course last time. Can you do better with that spin? Much better. Got all 3 plus 2 of the bonuses. We've yet to see a strike in this series. Very difficult to get. You'd have to have all 3 of the blank pins in one line, and then have everybody converge onto that line to really have a fair shot at it. Otherwise, you're relying pretty heavily on Brooklyn. There have only been, at most, 3 stars in play at any given time. Which means at any given time, somebody has had no stars. And no one person up to now has had more than 2, and then DK is not going to move for the rest of the game. No real point in moving the doors now. We're at the end. Nobody's getting that star. And another quick head-to-head battle. Another fairly quick finish. This should be it. He decides not to play the one-player game. I'm admittedly curious what impact this game would have on the minigame star now. I think the eyes have the greatest attachment to the nose, and only a minor one on either cheek.
Finish.
2 ties. The winning tie is with Luigi and Peach. Luigi sneaks the lead with that win. Game star is Peaches. She's now in the lead. Coin star is Peaches. She has locked it up from worst to first with bonuses alone. And hey, a double win on the happening star. Good news for the star bank. And Peach has won 2 out of her 3 heats. Again, this was the final heat for both Luigi and Donkey Kong. I'll be able to tell you what their scores are once we see the screen. Poor Luigi. Last on his own board. That's happened 3 times already. Peach, Wario, and now Luigi. Yoshi and DK were last on each other's boards. So Luigi's going to get 2 points. His final score. Yeah, Luigi gets 2 points. His score is 31. DK gets 3. His score will be 20. Come to think about it, I don't recall ever seeing Peach's title screen. But, yeah, so it goes. Next time on Mario Party is a sport. The final preliminary board. Mario's Rainbow Castle, which Wario, Peach, and Yoshi will also be playing. Top 2 will be safe to go into the finals. Bottom 4 will play Minigame Stadium. Good night, everybody.